Gentleman from Georgia has 4 minutes.
I thank my friend from Washington State. And again, I want to emphasize with him as I was down here and listening to my friend, this is regular order. And frankly, the one thing that I have learned in Rules Committee, especially under this administration, it wouldn't be a Rules Committee party if we didn't get a letter from the administration saying I ain't going to sign it. I'm not sure many times what they're for. And again, if we're just going to talk about issues today, we're talking about a piece of legislation that affects Americans. I'm not sure. And it's amazing to me every time I come down here to just hear my colleagues actually talk about trivial pieces of legislation. If it affects the American public and it is something that affects American lives, then it is not trivial on the floor of this House. And this bill is worth it. This Red River Protection Act, we're going to vote on. The rule needs to be supported. The underlying bill is going to be debated. It came through regular order. This is the things that we need to be doing. But if we also want to talk about things that are going on in the world right now, I want to talk about the absolutely anemic response that we have seen in the world situation from the administration, especially when it comes to where terrorists are moving and growing and being unfettered while we stand by and watch. Especially now. In fact, for this, just had a debate and we're looking through it. Iran. Oops, here we go again. It's not just a song on the radio. Iran has decided that they're just going to flaunt what we've been saying for years. But this is the key thought of our administration on attacking and being at peace with the world. They just tested nuclear missiles again in violation of 2 UN directives. Just did it. Where's the outrage? There is none. We want to hangle dangly little things out here. And let's talk about this. The real terrorists in the world who hate us just because we are free are still unabated. It's time not to tell Congress, we'll work with AUMF, we'll work with Gideon. But Mr. President, it's time for you to actually give us a plan. It's time for you to stop passing the buck. It's time for the administration to give us an actual idea of how you want to address this, to how you want to go about it. Iran says, I'll make a deal with America, flaunt it whenever I want to. I'll do whatever I need. We come to the floor. We debate things that matter to Americans. The majority understands that national security is projecting a strong national security. The majority is putting forth bills that actually work for people. The majority is looking today to work on a piece of legislation that affects real people's lives. We will continue to have debates with my friends across the aisle on a number of issues. But today, let's move forward, and let's also have a time to say, Mr. President, we're looking for direction. Time to lead. Check in or check out. With that, I yield back.